Hey.
Do you have anything to say?
About what got dragged behind you?
Commander.
Nope.
I'll see you later. Commander.
Damn.
Looks pretty blue to me. See, Jack? This is how you do it, unassumingly.
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Yellow shirt, you ready to go?
It moved, Jerry.
David? Can we call David over?
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
Shepard to Bridge, this might be really embarrassing. Just don't work. Is anyone on the ship autistic?
We need a superhero.
Is that, I heard that maybe there's a, no? Okay, well, that fucker was evil, alright? We don't need to listen to evil.
Okay. Alright.
Why aren't you going to attack me?
Every Geth I met before you tried to blow my head off.
We have not met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
So it seems they could have spoken anytime they wanted to, really. Maybe. Are you unique? You're Shepard. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I did.
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
Huh. Heretics.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
Okay. 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 And then this is what they want. But you just said you haven't met me. Let's play. Let's play.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
Okay, investigate.
Are the Reapers a threat to you too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
Different factions.
Heretics. Heretics, Reggie.
You like that word? You like the usage of that word in this particular context? Coming from a freaking Geth.
Oh, those monsters you've been fighting? Yeah, those are some crazy assholes. We don't talk to them. We don't shake their hands or look them in the eye. Those fuckers? Oh, fuck those guys. Mass Effect 1, you were right. I would have shot there with you. I would have helped you in that firefight. Fuck those guys.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Are you asking to join us?
Yes,
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Oh, we just going biblical, are we? We're just going biblical now? Now, the entire time? Can't escape from crossing fate!
Nope. Never. It's fate.
Oh. Yep. Legion is one of the coolest demons in the Bible. Not that you're supposed to find demons cool back in Sabbath school, but if one were to perhaps think of a cool thing that a demon would say in the Bible, it would be the line, "My name is Legion, for we are many." And then it gets cast into a bunch of swine, and then they run into the ocean and drown themselves. But that was always a fucking fire-ass quote. And you're like, damn. Satan's got fucking bars. Like, the crew's got some bars, guys.
Can we steal those?
That seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy.
Do you get cast into a bunch of swine?
We anticipate the exchange of data.
Oh my god.
No frills. Just like that. Why are you wearing what you are wearing?
Legion.
You're very short-winded and to the point. And that's cool. Why are you wearing that?
Shepard Commander, we
Legion.
have completed our analysis of the Reaper
Damn.
core.
Damn. That's so sick.
You crazy assholes tried to kill everybody. That wasn't us. That was those crazy assholes. But you what? You never asked. Oh, man. Okay, Quarians, we got a quarrel. Quarrel with the Quarians. Upcoming. Tune in at 6. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. If this kind of... Yeah, we're gonna have some fucking conversations.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
Okay.
This is so sick. This is fucking sick. Ah, yeah, let's go. Everybody gets in. Everybody gets in. The Reapers are a threat. Right across the board. Okay. We're about to empathize infinitely more with the Geth than with Batarians. Let that sit.
This is what's happening.
Let that sit.
Yeah.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
Of course. It's not just about worshipping them and letting them come back. It's about them sabotaging you guys as well.
Yeah.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
Wow. He said it. Self-determinate.
Oh!
He said self-determinate.
Therefore, when you try to kill me, I'm gonna stop you because I'm intelligent. I'm here. Stop it. Yep. All right. All right. So they're not solar powered. We're not gonna have to blot out the sun. We're not gonna have to. Okay. But. Can you tell us why you won't let the Quarians have a home planet and why kids enjoy the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
Now, a couple of individual Geth had to start thinking that the old ones were a good idea to begin with, separate from the rest of the ones who were like, no. Right?
Oh, yeah?
Hereticism had to originate somewhere, unless it was a Reaper version of indoctrination towards an inferior AI, where it was kind of like, okay, we can't indoctrinate organically, maybe we can do it via programming, and then you kind of start it that way. But unless the Reaper had that direct sort of patch effect on a Geth that was able to then spread the heretic behavior, if they were just self-determining individually enough to, but they're not. They're Legion. Like they're all just like, no, we're just part of the whole. But like something definitely made a few of them deviate.
Corrupt, yeah.
Right? There's a deviation there. Infection speed, and the follow-up was that doesn't make sense.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretic's conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
I would like to hear that again.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretic's conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
Find the source code, change 1 digit, recompile.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
That's how they work.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They build stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
Okay, but when you say billions of programs, when I ask you that question, I mean how many walking around gun-shooting bodies are there going to be? Well, okay. So here's the question, right? Like, established, the Geth are like, those weird cousins are fucking weird. We don't fuck with them either. They suck. We're over here chilling, right? Bit of a mindfuck, but okay. Cool. Can we still hate on those fucking weirdos that are killing everybody horribly, impaling and being assholes, trying to usher in the destruction of all things? Like,
can they be saved?
Like, is it, can we straight up, like, write off those jerks as, hey, turns out they're more aware than we thought, but they're still assholes at the end of the day? Right? Yeah. Because here's the thing. Now that you get to feel bad about killing Geth, if even one heretic is around, will that heretic push the whole thing towards Reaper future, no matter what? Do you have to exterminate every single one?
Or can they be reprogrammed? Yeah, see the heretics going like, you self-hating Geth Legion, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what's good for you.
I don't know.
Shit.
That's interesting. If I say we'll wipe him out, will he be like, whoa. We don't have to wipe him out. But maybe we do. Let's find out.
Heretic headquarters. Sounds like we could end their raids once and for all. Let's do it.
Total victory is a possibility. We cannot judge the odds at this time. Regardless, we will begin preparations.
Doesn't seem to care about wiping out every single one of them. Sounds good to me. I could use this.
That was a lot.
It's intense.
Shepard Commander, are you prepared to attack the Heretic stronghold?
Right into the loyalty mission, actually. I didn't realize that conversation we were having was in fact just a breakdown of the loyalty mission, but it absolutely makes sense that it would be. What do we need to be ready? Is that going to be a prompt for starting it? If so, then I don't want to do that. Hold on. Okay, no casual conversation until we're done.
Okay.
All right. I just saved it so I can see.
Can you give me a quick rundown of the situation?
The heretics have prepared a weapon that will rewrite all Geth to join the old machines, the Reapers. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
Right, okay, there we go. And we're back to them. Great. Do you have an opinion on the Reapers, besides the fact that they're just wrong in their conclusion that we shouldn't self-determine?
You know where this thing is?
The heretics head. We will provide coordinates.
Okay.
Heretic headquarters.
Total victory is a possibility.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now, no, that is the feathering of a taint right there, dude. That's tickling my
This is the
balls,
area of the
man.
ship.
What
This
is
is the AI core room.
your opinion
where my
on everything?
functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
I have minimal access to the ship's systems. Direct landlines allow me to interface with the security monitors and public address system. In combat, I am provided temporary access to the electronic warfare systems.
No opinions on the current events. Okay.
Boy. Well, that was an adventure and a half.
That is so interesting. That is the most interesting thing. Yeah, I know. That's a full solicited.
Now does people have something to say?
Remember the good times? Remember all the fun stuff?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe
Nothing.
later?
Huh. No shit.
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
I'm gonna.
I'll let you
It
work.
sounds like she
Talk to
just
you
doesn't
later.
know yet.
That might be possible.
It sounds like she just doesn't know.
just got reactivated. Nobody knows yet.
Too busy doing her thing. That's all good.
All right. Let's do something. Can we do a little detour on the map for a second? It's gonna take a few minutes. I want to go somewhere.
What's the intel we're getting?
Let's go to Tuchanka.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Before anything else, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. What's she saying? Oh yes. Hold on a moment.
Oh yeah, we didn't explore the.
We don't know what's
the core.
going on in this section. We
Lethe.
beelined it.
Lethe is the largest moon of Mnemosyne, massive enough to retain its own thin atmosphere of methane and nitrogen, and heated by the brown dwarf to relatively moderate temperatures. While nearly the size of Earth,
Fart world.
its overall density is low, suggesting a paucity of valuable heavy metals. It is tidally locked to Mnemosyne, one hemisphere always bathed in the... Are you proud of yourself?
It's like in sharp contrast to a conversation with an AI getting into biblical and then self-determining contexts and interesting questions.
Shame on you.
Fart world.
Shame on you. Shame. It is tidally locked to Mnemosyne, one hemisphere always bathed in the brown dwarf's heat and dim red light. The moon experiences constant weak tectonic activity driven by the tidal fluxes of Mnemosyne's gravity rather than Lethe's own internal heat. Several large ancient volcanoes release wide-ranging flows of molten silicate.
Launching probe.
I think my favorite part about that is just the absolute nonchalance with which he says, "You never met me?" And like everything is carried in that one line. We've never met.
Yeah.
Done. Like, oh shit. Oh.
Mnemosyne is a brown dwarf of approximately 37 Jupiter masses. It is young enough that some nuclear fusion still occurs within its depths. It is luminous and radiates more heat than it receives from the star Thorn, with an atmospheric temperature in excess of 1800 degrees Kelvin, 1500 degrees Celsius or so. Early probes of Thorn showed evidence of a minor gravitic anomaly in the northern hemisphere. This area is unexpectedly low mass, did not move with the prevailing wind patterns. While an investigation was planned by the Bassaral Institute of Planetary Science, the school ultimately sent an expedition to study the famed deep anomalies of the gas giant Ploba instead.
I am shocked we got out of that sentence without the words orbital bombing or extinction event. I'm blown away. Like, I felt it coming, and it never arrived.
Hey, 100. Okay. Where is Tuchanka again?
Well, first we hit the mass relay, and now we're looking at, excuse me, the Milky Way, and planets of interest
there it is.
should be already listed.
Yeah. 83%.
Oh, DLC planet?
Wide. Oh, there it is. What's this? Durak. Durak is a small heat-blasted rock lost in the blinding glare of the star Aralak. It occasionally traps a trace atmosphere of gases blown in on Aralak's powerful solar wind, which inevitably blows the gases back out again. The planetoid has a few valuable lodes of heavy metals, which were sporadically mined by the Krogan at the height of their power. In the closing years of the rebellions, the 5 clans working the planetoid fell to fighting over a particularly rich deposit of iridium. All five clan warlords agreed to crush a meeting at a neutral location to negotiate a truce. Unfortunately, all 5 arrived planning to betray their fellows. While the leaders and their seconds met, all their bases were destroyed by simultaneous hypervelocity cannon strikes. Left with only the food, water, and air in their hard suits, and with no way to call for rescue, the warlords apparently fought each other to death. The survivors of the 5 Durak clans on Tuchanka still argue about which clan's warlord was the last one standing.
Damn.
That's metal.
And here I just dumped some money into a computer and it said, get all the iridium you want right over here. A 5-way betrayal. What does that even look like?
Silly as fuck.
All right.
A Krogan standoff.
Probe away.
$100. All right, Tuchanka, and I guess you can
Tally and Legion?
Legion and Tally or Legion and Grunt. But both are.
Look at
both are
you.
good.
Damn.
Yo, we got a Geth on the team.
Yeah, but like because of that Geth-like posture and slenderness and little bend in the neck, it's a dynamic pose. You know? Could almost like bend the hips back a little bit and JoJo it if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But when you draw characters in an S shape, you get more dynamism. Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, 4 points. Boy.
AI hacking.
Okay, what can you do, buddy?
Naturally. Combat drone makes sense. Geth infiltrator. Combat skills in general. Shield boost. Shield to deflect attack damage. Ah, okay.
What's the description on combat drone? There's something about a level. Required AI hacking rank 2. It's dependent. Okay.
Yeah. But these are abilities that are on other team members, so... Okay. Alright. Nothing super brand new holy shit, but that's cool. No, those are good. That'll be useful. Yeah. Step 1. Let's build you the fuck out.
Assassin. Become an expert at disassembling organics and synthetic, increasing the weapon damage for Legion. And this increases his health.
Health and damage, yeah. Let's see, 20 to 15, 25 to 18, 25, 25. Yeah, we'll take the damage. No shortage of unities. Drones are super sick. Limit is 1 active drone at a time. So I guess that means if we call in Tally and Legion into a fight, they can't both summon a drone?
Good question. I don't know. I guess we'll have to try. 2 drones would be cool. 1 drone per character. You can use both. That's sick.
Oh yeah, that thing. And no one else can use the super scope. Fair enough.
All right. We're going in. We are going inside. All right. Going in towards the throne. And also there's one thing just by the door.
Take your business to the clan leader.
This door?
There should be something near this entrance, and then we'll go deeper. Or at least there should be, according to my intel.
Not the recruiter, not this guy. Not these guys over here.
What did I tell you, honey?
Hey!
Isn't it beautiful? Far away from all that high-tech noise.
I guess. Seems a bit dirty, though.
Ah, it builds character.
Is it just me, or do the other Krogan not like me?
Oh, there's some concern about me bringing in a...
They're trying to make it work.
I had to talk to the chief a little. It's not a deal.
Wait, so they don't even want me?
Who cares what they want? I want you. That's all that matters.
I don't know if I can do this, Char.
Hey, now. My blue rose of the leaf always stands strong to reach toward the sun.
Okay, I'll manage. Just no more poetry.
What did I tell you, honey?
Char, I'm not gonna lie, you better start building that house immediately. Look at this fucking dump.
Alright.
Start building that house immediately.
She doesn't deserve him.
She really doesn't.
He really freaking does it. Alright, let's go towards the throne.
Go talk to Rex.
Somewhere around there. What up? Hey, yours, it's been a while.
He's back, and he's still Gritzin.
So there should be a spot to talk about Legion around the throne. Maybe on the other side of Rex, like over there. It's somewhere around here.
There's a picture. Alright, looking at some rubble with a stain on it.
So do you have to stand further away from Rex? I think so.
It doesn't look like it's exactly up.
Like Rex is like facing in this direction, like this. And
Yeah, I
then
see, but that's
here.
not up on where the throne is. That's,
It's here on the side.
it's over here.
There you go.
The Krogan chose to bomb their own world into this condition. The creators were not so aggressive during the Morning War.
We expected to get our worlds back. We didn't want to destroy them.
We are glad you did not. You could not endure the conditions Krogan thrive in.
There you go. And that is it.
Okay.
Legion is glad that they didn't do a bad thing.
Fair point. Fair point.
And Char is in a toxic relationship.
Alright, so, I mean, Tally didn't start shooting immediately. So that's a good sign.
I'm sure she trusts us.
I feel like, you know, like a Miranda Jack type situation. Irrational though that might get, you're dealing with Tally, who's usually pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
And the most sane, rational, logic-dealing fucking machine ever. Where it's like, you're probably not going to like these one-word answers that are going to stop you in your tracks. So if you want to do this, like, you better be certain. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Man. Yeah, so, like, it's like my first thought is just kind of like, can I parade Legion around the galaxy and get content? Can I, like, hey,
look at
Flotilla, what the fuck do you think about this? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of need to know. Okay. Seems like that might be a possibility. 5 chat Krogan battle masters have met up to decide whether or not you can or cannot get anything out of visiting the flotilla. We'll see who survives and is therefore correct. Let's see. Help Legion over in the Phoenix Massing. The migrant fleet would not be in similar space. No, it's not listed on any of the.
I don't see it on the screen right now. You can't go back to the fleet.
Oh, that's a one and done. Ah, the fleet is not a revisitable area. That explains it then. Okay. All right. Yeah, parade him around the Citadel a little bit. Yeah. No, that could have been super interesting for sure. Is having a Geth walk up during the trial and be like, "Hey,
He's cool. He's cool. He's cool."
But like the whole discussion is a different story, right? the whole discussion is a completely different story. You're standing here with living proof that you're wrong immediately.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Like, you either have to, like, face your fears, acknowledge your incorrect assumptions, or just start swinging. What kind of person are you, you know?
So where are we going? Aha.
The Odd Couple.
Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Geth do not infiltrate.
You should leave your personal synthetic assistant at home. They're not allowed on public shuttles anymore.
Geth do not intentionally infiltrate.
Fair enough.
Goodbye.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Yeah, VI, come with me. I resent that remark.
Can you check the squad screen? And go to Legion? Is there a class name somewhere? Oh, you would have to go on the squad.
I mean,
I don't see a class.
we went with the damage assassin route on that choice, but what else are you looking for?
Go to the level 1.
Geth Infiltrator?
Infiltrate.
And then when we ranked it up to 4, we got to choose.
And then, okay. I guess he does infiltrate.
What's the
I guess he does infiltrate. Because if you go on the previous levels, it's
it's called Infiltrator. Is that the joke?
That is the joke.
Okay, all right. I'm like, what's going on? What are we doing? All right. Well, look, while we're on the Citadel, yeah, we got Legion's mission to do. We never fucking found this.
Oh.
Where the fuck do I put the stupid fake ID?
What's the extra details inside? Find use for the ID.
Find a person. We never found who that was supposed to be for. So, like, I do know that there was at least one Citadel thing remaining.
There's a million people.
Alright, Asari near the stairwells. Let's try that.
An Asari near a stairwell. Not you?
Yeah, there's really
We passed it.
no commotion about a goddamn Geth just waltzing.
So not her.
I can't believe these humans. No fly lists? What have they turned this place into?
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
A human. Your kind is always shoving your way in to solve the galaxy's problems,
Oh,
aren't you?
that's how it is.
Look, little girl. When you need a problem shot, ask a Turian. When you need a problem talked to death, ask an Asari. When you need a new problem, ask a Solarian. When you want a problem fixed, ask a human.
Like you fixed the council? If you'll excuse us, we don't want to talk with your kind.
Excuse you?
What do you want?
Are you
Apologize?
kidding me? Are you kidding me? For what?
Never mind.
Humans are so...
For fucking what?
Why?
To complete a fucking mission? To help you by giving you a fake ID?
False positives? Is that it?
Talk to her, Kalara, to hear about her problems. Wow. Straight up, huh? So someone I walk up to treats me like shit.
Yeah.
I respond in kind, then I'm the bad guy. Fuck you.
What do you want?
Oh, you're such a bitch. Are you okay? You want to talk about it? Huh?
I hope I can twist this. What can we do here?
Yeah, make her apologize.
What can we do
Seems I
here?
offended you. That wasn't my intention.
Your attitude offends me. The smugness, the arrogance. All humans are like that since you let the Geth kill the real council. Now, the galaxy's in chaos. Pirates are striking in civilized clusters. Armed C-Sec officers are everywhere for our protection. And you swagger up to me, thump your chest and tell me that only a human can solve my problems. Screw you.
That wasn't me.
Give it to her.
That wasn't me. That's Red. She's talking about your actions.
Yeah, well,
What are we doing here?
you owe us, bitch.
You can sit here in your cushy chairs sipping drinks and bitching about humans because we saved your asses 2 years ago.
That's not...
If it weren't for the Alliance fleet, this station would have fallen to Sovereign and you'd all be Reaper Chow now. You're welcome. Enjoy your drinks, ladies.
And that's from the heart.
What else you gotta say?
What do you want?
Never mind.
Humans are so arrogant.
Damn.
We out.
Fake IDs are pretty cool.
Anybody want a fake ID?
Turns out they can work as some kind of achievement, really. Absolute
Horrible.
absolute fucking impossible. Impossible, bitch. Hell no. Hey, you see that? Mission complete. Doo-doo. Hey, look, it's done. We got it. Yeah, XP.
All right.
Big XP
Completionist.
gained.
Completionist. Never going back there ever again.
How you know we let the council die? Who told you that? Who you been talking to? Oh, fuck you.
Right. The Geth heretics. Conversations with the Geth programs dubbed Legion have brought to light a profound schism in Geth society. When Siren Arterius approached the Geth in the Dreadnought Sovereign, some of them chose to follow him. Most did not. Siren's followers were allowed to leave Geth society, but were dubbed heretics by those that remained. This revelation implies several things. First, the majority of the Geth chose not to attack organic society. Second, the Geth forces, the Council and Alliance fleet, have battled the last 2 years, represent only a small portion of their actual military economic power, perhaps as little as 5% of mainstream Geth society. Third, this schism suggests that individual Geth possess more free will and perhaps even personality than previously suspected. Without such individuality, no Geth could have deviated from the group decision to join or reject Siren's mission. There could not have been a division.
Unless something like, outside influence forced it.
Finally, there's the matter of Legion's word choice. The Geth used the English word heretics to describe Siren's followers. Of the many words Legion could have chosen, nonconformists, dissenters, rebels, etc., only the word heretic suggests a broadly accepted Geth philosophy or religion, and that the actions of Siren's allies violated the orthodoxy.
They went against a belief structure, hence the use of the term heretic.
Yeah.
That's on point. That is on point. Could have went a lot of ways with that. Defects, yeah, you know, like...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Conversations brought a schism in Geth society. When Saren approached the Geth and the Dreadnought Sovereign, some of them chose to follow him, most did not. Right. So he straight up just walked up to them. And they were free to leave. You can do what you want. It's interesting, the dichotomy that is free will and individuality while still being part of the number, part of the herd, and not having an individual name because it's not necessary. You know, like, do you go by an ID number? Do you go by any sort of unique indicator? But then again, your sense of self is fractured into tons of programs that are simultaneously running.
We are one.
So not really, right?
I don't need a name to call myself.
Yeah.
I don't need a name to talk to myself.
But still, despite all of that, there's individuality within that, like, conforming nature. So it's both at the same time. And the thing that I'm still holding on to is that first conversation, or that first codex entry we saw.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution,
Second paragraph.
the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
So when I first heard this, what I interpreted that to be was like any number of Geth in a cluster become more intelligent the more of them are around, and that one on its own, isolated from everything else, is, as mentioned, rudimentary animal instincts, is basically just functioning on, like, you know, low-level sapience, you know what I mean? Just like input-output. So Legion is unique in that it's one being with many inside. But if we were to meet other Geth that were not that, would they just be, I'm a dumb one simple thing that is just walking around on its own?
Yeah, interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
Would that weird single Geth be powered up by the presence of Legion?
Possibly. Like he said, he mentions the fact that, like, how the virus would travel through FTL relays that they have, right, that are connecting them to each other. The ones that are on the furthest outside space are going to be out of contact until they rejoin, and then it would infect them as well. So, like, in terms of, like, Geth networking abilities, if we have that to go on, then I guess the idea would be that, like, Legion is Legion, but any other Geth we run into are probably going to still adhere to this rule set, you know? Which, I guess, kind of makes it a little less impressive. Because you're like, oh, I thought these dumb machines were just, like, grunt enemies.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, there's more than that going on. No, those were just some heretics. Obviously, they're still using their reasoning ability when they're connected to each other to, you know, do more than they could as an individual. But if we go find any other non-heretic Geth and it's not 1001, are they gonna be as impressive? You know? So yeah, it is like because I kind of was thinking about it in the way, like, if you grabbed one and separated them from the group, then it'd be kind of, you wouldn't be able to really have much of a conversation with it, you know? And I guess, like, Legion being the exception, makes it so that, like, he's a fucking cool character, but if he's like not representing what the average Geth that is not a heretic would be like, it's kind of like, oh, then I guess they still are kind of not, like, fully there as individuals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Fair enough.
I don't know. I'm talking speculation on,
of course,
things that are not 100% shown yet.
We're throwing stuff on the board.
Yeah.
Oh. New planet and location.
Yeah. No other thoughts on that, right?
No, I don't have.
Okay.
Humans detected as vast in natural beauty as it is in threat. The purple and gold nebula called the Perseus Veil forms the natural border between Geth space and the Terminus system.
Yo, Lakers.
The Veil's total opacity prevents Council intelligence from surveying Geth activity. Theoretically, the Geth could be preparing a devastating attack against which the Council could be defenseless. Or the Geth could have died out, so that the defense budget against them could be gaining the Alliance nothing but economic ruination. Despite fears of Geth, prospectors do occasionally mount salvage ventures inside the Veil. One ended in tragedy. Using technomental domination, the Geth drew the team into the Veil before aiming them back as husks at the organic society that produced them. A leak-classified Spectre report claims that the Dreadnought Sovereign, commanded by ex-Spectre Sarin Arterius and crewed by Geth, hid near the Veil before initiating the 2183 Citadel attack.
Motherfucker. So if people were... I mean, like, so many questions for the Quarians, but if you were to prepare a fleet of non-hostile people walking into Geth space, and you were to not run into heretics,
how would they react?
Would you have been met with a welcome and a conversation?
Who knows?
You know? Like, are heretics just peppered along the way to just create enough confusion that everyone's like, fuck this? Right? There's a certain there has to be something. Well, there's got to be more to it, because the Quarians would know more than anybody about what they were fighting, right? Because they would have the intel on what it was like from Ground Zero until now, pre-heretics.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, who are these Geth?
that's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers, are you guys, like, actively aware of the fact that there's a difference between these two, and you've just been not telling us about it? Can you obviously tell that the ones that showed up on Eden Prime were completely different in their behavior from the ones that you've been dealing with up until now, that were just kind of like, leave us alone? That point with Tally where she's like, oh, we expected to get our homeworld back, and he's like, yeah, we didn't destroy that shit, and we don't think you would have survived. You know, like, that is a completely different attitude, because of course now the revelation that the forces we're dealing with are like a fraction of the total amount that, you know, if the Geth actually wanted to roll out and start some shit, everyone would have to deal with. They're being benevolent. You know? They're being benevolent about it, and they're fucking, like, the way they would fight would probably be defensive in nature, as opposed to outright destructive completely. It's an assumption, but, like, I feel like the moment that intention is made clear and the understanding that, you know, we want to coexist you should leave us alone. We're going to do our thing. Fuck off. It isn't necessarily about, like, you know, tactical domination and about, like, complete eradication and about wiping out things and doing the types of things that, like, as I mentioned, a robot enemy could do. Yeah. Bioorganic attacks, things that are biological in nature that have nothing, that would never affect a robot, you know? So many questions. Answers that will hopefully come in the near future.
Hopefully!
I really, 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 really hope so. Because that's the meat and fucking potatoes right there.
Let's go, say 400.
WoolieVersus the algorithm.